Dr. Zhitnitsky, let's talk children. I think you do see children in your practice, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Kids are a big part of our practice. What we do is we take them in and we make them feel comfortable, and we develop a certain sense of trust between us and the kids. And that way they're not going to be afraid of seeing the dentist for the rest of their life, because a lot of habits develop while you're a child. And if somebody is afraid of the dentist when they're grown-ups, chances are it's because of something happened when they were kids. So we have special ways of dealing with kids in order for that not to happen.
Mm-hmm. So basically, if you get them introduced young enough, when there's probably, maybe, hopefully at least, not even any work to be done, and it's just about riding up and down that dental chair, counting teeth, playing with the mirror, seeing how mommy sits in the chair, then, what you're saying is the child becomes used to, and the first dentist isn't that drill kind of sound. Which is, enough to make anybody nervous.
Fear is absolutely learned, and what we try to do is for the children not to have any fear with the doctor.
So
and
tell me,
that'll develop a very trusting relationship, and they will not neglect their teeth, and they will have good oral health for the rest of their lives.
Right. Tell me, a young mom, first-time mom, and maybe not first-time mom, but most likely, because a not first-time mom might have been introduced to, how to bring the child up. What are some of the things a mom does which she maybe shouldn't do, or some of the things she should do and doesn't do? Can you give a few little hints, a few little things moms tend to miss?
My quote-unquote favorite things that parents do is actually threaten their kids with a dentist. And that is an absolutely silly thing to do, because once you take your child to the doctor, the child is already afraid. They say, if you don't brush your teeth, the dentist is going to have to drill your tooth, and you're going to be in pain, and that is absolutely the worst thing they can do.
My parents threatened me with lots of things. That wasn't one of, I have to admit. All right, what else?
Parents have to be supportive. They actually have to lead by example. If mom and dad don't brush their teeth, chances are the kids are not going to brush their teeth either.
Right.
So lead by example, have positive reinforcement, and there's absolutely no reason why a child should be afraid of any doctor.
Mm-hmm. When should mom start brushing the little kid's teeth, and how should she go about it?
As soon as the first tooth comes in at about 6 months of age, there are special little toothbrushes that you can put on your finger, and you can start playing gently and brushing teeth. And then when the child gets to be 3 or 4 years old, they can do it themselves, even as early as 2. And it should be supervised by mom and dad. There has to be special child's toothpaste, because it shouldn't have a lot of fluoride, so they don't ingest fluoride, because as you know, it's a poison and it's not good for you to eat fluoride. And that'll develop proper habits. And regular checkups are a must. It's always easy to fix one little cavity and not wait for your teeth to rot away. Very important. And if I have to stress one more thing, it is the most important thing is never, ever, ever let your baby fall asleep with a bottle. Especially if it has milk or juice. It rots all your front teeth, and the baby is really won't be a happy camper having to have all these crowns put in.
Well, I can see why. I mean, after all, we're trained to brush the teeth before going to sleep so that nothing sticks to them. And if you go and if you soak them in milk, which is pure sugar for all purpose, that's like soaking them in it. Never mind not brushing, you're soaking them. Do parents sometimes forget? Well, I can see why. Kids kind of like is a little cranky and slows down when he gets a bottle. So what does a mom do there?
You can always put regular water in the bottle, something that has no sugar.
Regular water.
That's always good. And I know I have 2 kids of my own, and it's really tough. Sometimes you get frustrated and tired, but it's very, very important. It's something that you're going to regret doing.
Right. Yeah. And then, probably, I don't know about you, but most likely you did, in terms of age, in me. You see, we still grow up drinking water. That's it. A soda was like a 5 times a year event. partially, but not necessarily so much because of health, even though Mom did talk about the health then too about it. But great part, money just wasn't around. Now, people do only that, and if you tell them to drink water, they almost cringe. So if a baby drinks water as a baby, he or she might just become to like water, and for that much live a much healthier life. Never mind, besides the teeth.
Yes, absolutely. And let's digress. Coca-Cola and all the other sodas, not only do they have a high content of sugar, they have something that's called phosphoric acid. That's, if left alone on your teeth, will actually melt away the outer layer of your tooth.
Right.
In studies.
Yeah.
So there are some people that are actually, when you sip a Coke all day from a straw, you're actually melting your teeth.
Right. Well, we, as kids... Go ahead.
And, as doctors would say and pediatricians, there are certain things, of course, you can't deny your child, any kind of indulgence in sugar.
No, of course,
but there are certain things that are much better. For example, an ice cream cone is much better than caramel because an ice cream cone melts away and it's gone. And caramel sugar sits on your teeth for hours. Mm. So if you have a chance, if you have a choice, ice cream or a popsicle is a great way to reward your child. And if you have to have them given, they like Coca-Cola, don't have them sip through a straw, have them drink it and be done with it.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for...
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation, even moderation, of course, which is why sometimes a little lollipop and a little Coke should still be indulged in, right? Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.